Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Snooze It or Use It, the collaboration that we were doing for the Unity Stamp Kits. I am flying solo for a little while. We do have something planned for next year. It won't be a Unity stamp, but it'd be something fun, I think. I hope you like it. So here we are. We're using our September kit for October, and I have two that I really, really like, which is the pumpkin, but we did pumpkins last month, and the girl with the sunflowers. I really like that. Now, the things that I snooze for me is this heel. It's not really giving me heel vibes, I guess, and then this at the bottom. So let's see what we can do. Okay, let's go back. If we think about it, we get one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 images, right? We get some socks. This, I went over this yesterday, right? I'm only fond of these two to be. I'm nervous that this is not going to stamp out properly, the background. But I don't really care for this, that. And I don't know about this dang wheat. I do know that I like the girl and this. We in trouble. I think I like this the least. I think. So we're going to try this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're going to be using these card fronts that I got from Hobby Lobby a while back. Card flats, excuse me. Reading is fundamental because I actually thought these were cards, but they're flat cards, which is fine because then all we do is just stamp it and then go from there, right? So I'm using brown because I think we're just going to do a black on black. So what I was thinking is that we'll put this here, this camera, right here. Then we'll turn it over and put it here as well. And then I'll stamp this pumpkin out and I'll just put it in the middle with Happy Thanksgiving. I don't, yeah, I don't care for this one very much at all. So we're going to use this Black Intense ink. I think that's what it's called. I know it's intense. Hybrid Intense Black. But then I was thinking that we probably should use a lighter color like gray or something. And I could have, I'm not, I could have tried embossing. But the reason why I didn't want to try embossing because I don't like it. Like I'm not fond of it. And so it doesn't make me like happy. Does that make sense? I know that sounds very mean, but I don't really care for it. So because I don't care for it, I'm not giving it my full effort. That's horrible. I'm gonna try this gray because I just don't like that mindset. And you know why I don't care for it? I don't know. It's just a weird stamp, in my opinion. I'm gonna stamp off the paper. Yeah, I still don't like it. I still don't like it. That's okay. And I went too far on one side and not enough on the other, I think. Although this stamp doesn't fully cover everything. I do have a few little plans, so don't think that I'm like, oh, I'm abandoning it. It just, I don't know. Please leave a comment in the comment section letting me know which stamp you would use as your snooze it, or which one do you think is your least favorite. Now, we'll tell you what it does look great as an imitation. You put this on both sides and you say, hi, you're invited to the Johnson's house for Thanksgiving. We hope to see you there. Now, this is a really good background stamp for that. But guess what? Guess who does not host parties? Me. All right, so I trimmed it down some. Yeah. And then I pulled out my gel pens because even though I don't like the stamped image, and now that I've seen it stamped like this, I do like it. I do like it. Not a lot though. Anyway, I want to color this pear. I pull out this green. So I was thinking we could do this pear. I guess this carrot because it's orange. But she don't know how it's going to look, y'all. So let's go ahead. Because this green might be too intense. I need a duller green. Oh no, that's pretty good for a pear, right? So just going to color this in some. Because I, I don't know. I can't say I don't like it anymore. It just doesn't fit my thing. Like if I was into entertaining, this would be great. Thank you cards. We could probably do thank you cards with it too. Thank you. And it would be fine. It's just not anyway. We're not going to color everything in just so you know. I do feel like the card is done to be completely open with you all cuz it's nothing it's nothing, and I did want to choose this cuz it is a fall. If you don't know, fall is my favorite time of year because where I live, the weather is just right. Although it's cold right now, it is Halloween today, so happy Halloween if you celebrate. I know that Wonder Dreamer 555 probably has so much candy to give out to the little kiddos. She probably has a beautiful costume that she's going to dress up as. She's probably, in the past, she's had Halloween parties. I'm not sure she's doing it this year. I didn't harass her. I have been sick for a little bit. I got better. And then this weather, it's raining, cold, hot in a matter of like seconds. And so if I get rained on, I get sick. I don't know what it is. I've been just trying to take my emergency. That's my go-to medicine right now. Well, it's not even a medicine. It's a deterrent or, oh, I think I got a sniffle. Let me use it. So I use emergency. And then if when I was sick, quote unquote, sick, I used a little bit more stronger meds. I think we're going to get this leaf. I'm trying to see everything in our color there. So it's four things. And we only got three here. So we got this. Let's see if I had used my yellow, I could have got, because we need like a pop over here. We got this orange, orange. I was watching a real small clip of Eminem. He's a musician, a rapper, if you don't know. I'm sure a lot of people know, but so this orange is too intense, but they look the same. So let's see. I like this one better. And he was saying orange doesn't rhyme with anything. And I was like, you're right. I think orange is one of the few words that doesn't have a word to rhyme with. And he was like, that makes him upset because he's a musician, a rapper. So he wants to be able to rhyme words with words. But he said you can make it rhyme if you don't use it as orange. Like if you stretch the word out and stuff like that. I remember I was in high school. Yeah, high school. My English teacher, my 10th grade English teacher was saying, first of all, if you're an English teacher, I'm sure the way people destroy whatever language you're speaking, and we just happen to be speaking about the English language, really upset you. And she had said, you know, it was in the 90s. What I'm talking about, this song. She's like, it doesn't make any sense because, and she said what it was and why. And I was like, well, she's not hip, she's not cool, but she had a point. She definitely had a point. So I'm just popping a few bits of color on here, y'all, because we need it. It needs it. It's like, please help me. You don't like me, but now you do. Like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know, little stamped image. I really don't know. If I had to pick this in a lineup, still, it would still be my snooze it stamp because I can't see the full potential in it for me. because I don't do those things. But I do like it just like this. I was gonna put this pumpkin in the center, but now I don't even think we need to put this pumpkin. I think we just might slap in Happy Thanksgiving and call it a day because it's turning out to be a sleeper stamp. If you don't know what a sleeper stamp is, that's okay. I'm gonna tell you. A sleeper stamp is one of those stamps that you show no interest in at all, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I love that. That is so nice. Ooh, look at it. That's cute." All right. You knew what a sleeper stamp was, didn't you? You just want to hear me say that. I'm about to get a yellow for this one real quick. All right. So we got this yellow. I do love a good craft paper. So, yes, we got some good craft paper. So, whenever I found out that this was not a card, I couldn't be mad at myself because I was like, you should have read it. But I didn't. I just saw the price tag and was like, ooh, 50 cards. It was like, no, you don't have a base to work on. You need to figure that out. I figured it out. Thank you so much, Hobby Lobby. All right, I think that's good. I want to ink the edge up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to use this as our card front. We're going to put this on top of it like that. I'm loving it. And then we're going to put this here. And then we're just going to put Happy Thanksgiving in the center because for some reason the elaboration of the card just says, keep it simple. No need. No need. And I'm going to listen to it. Do I like this still? Well, I don't have to like it, do I? I just need to use it. I don't even feel like there's a lot of sentiments in there. Like whoever was working on it is like, this 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 one is going to speak for itself. And I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, it's speaking something, all right. It is definitely telling us something. I think I'm gonna use some ribbon. I was thinking I could just put a bow there, but now I'm like, we'll see. We are gonna stamp this one out on the paper as well. This green is not holding up very well, so the next couple of usages we'll get a different one. So Thanksgiving is written in cursive and it's looking frail, so I want to just take a peek at the actual. It looks like it's supposed to be stamped out pretty good. We'll see. Yeah, Thanksgiving is looking a lot better now. Even though these are red rubber and I've never ever had an issue with the stamps not stamping out. Besides their background stamps, I don't know if they don't have those sketchings in there deep enough, but I've never had a real issue. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful card. It's plain, it's simple, and I don't have to stress about it. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Let me stop being dramatic. Melodramatic at that. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna bring this over here. Now we got brown, but I don't think brown is gonna look good. No. We have green. Green may, actually I think I want to go with cream. Green looks good, but let's try this cream real quick. It's a cream color. Yeah, I think that's gonna be cute. Let's see. We'll go with cream. I'm using some ribbon that I got from the Michaels. It was a grab bag. Ribbon scraps is what they called it. For $1. I haven't even opened up next month's thing yet, y'all. Here we are in October. and I haven't opened it up yet. This October, I'm so glad it's gone. I'm glad it's leaving. The only good thing about October is my son's birthday. To be completely honest, October has always been one of those months for me that it's kind of like borderline. What? Like what's going on? It's just a rough month. Our hot water heater broke. It died. It was leaking water out the side of our house. Um, they had to fix it. The plumbers had to fix it, right? So they came and they fixed it, but it was like a lot of money. A lot of money. This is crooked. Of course, it's crooked. It's me. What in the world? It doesn't have to be super straight, but it needs to not be so crooked. Okay. Okay. It's still a little crooked. That's okay though, because no one's gonna see that part of it. What are you supposed to do with that wheat? Honestly, like tell me. I think sometimes when I see what they give us when they show us their creations, the inspiration, I want them to show us the ugly, not the pretty, the ugly stuff. I was thinking that I could stamp something on the inside, but now I'm like no, because it's nothing small in here. This wheat, this little pumpkin, which would be really cool on like some postcards, and these socks. I mean, anyway, nothing really fits the description properly. Let's see. And this white card is a prefabricated card that I got from. Where did I get this from? I don't remember off the top of my head. Dollar General. Yeah. I'm just gonna cut this down a scotch, a sliver. I'm waiting on my craft fairy to show up, and that craft fairy is taking their sweet little time to get here. Do y'all have y'all craft fairy yet? I would have my son help me, but he is easily distracted by everything, so that's not gonna work. So yeah, I had to pay a lot of money to get my hot water heater replaced. It's just so interesting how, for me, I'm not sure if you all are like this. Some of you probably have great luck. I'm not like a lucky person when it comes to basic things. I just try not to do crazy stuff, right? But whenever I tell people my plans on certain things, they never come through properly. Like I had a whole series I want to do for October. I want to do like the 13 days of fright or something, but it would have been a cutesy version of not creepy, right? It would have just been, stamped images or cutouts of black cats and things like that. Nothing too spooky, creepy for me. And then I got sick. And then the big roommate got sick. And then the little roommate, he wasn't sick, but he was just like coughing a lot, sneezing. And so the whole house, October has like been one of those months that's like, ugh, September set me up for failure is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, this looks cute. This ribbon behind the card is not. I feel like this is a waste of ribbon. I understand that people do it for aesthetics, but why? What's the real reason? I need someone to tell me besides, let me use up my ribbon. I think next month I'm going to figure out which images I like, and I'm going to use a different thing besides just regular rectangle paper. I'm going to actually um, cut out something. So let's go ahead and start working on card number 2. All right, so we're turning our snooze it into use it, right? We're going to have us a background stamp. I looked at the inspiration page that they gave us, and I must say that I was almost inspired to try to recreate this image. But I'm choosing not to because I don't want to. But this is a beautiful situation that they have right here. And then we could have did this one, warm hugs. Yeah. So what I decided to do is just take this background stamp that I don't really like, right? And we're gonna make it our background. And we took some picnic paper, right? Some plaid, and we're gonna do this. And we stamped it our lady, so we're gonna color her up. Now listen, I don't know what the sentiment's gonna be, but let's work on it. You ever feel like you're losing it? Okay, so I have these prefabricated cards, right? This comes from the Dollar General and this comes from Hobby Lobby. Okay. They don't match up. They're supposed to be both A2 size cards. So this card is a little bit smaller, as you can see the overhang, right? But they're both the same height. Now this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, supposedly. 5 1/2. 4 1/4. I'm telling you this because it's messing with my mind. It's too big. And then on one side, it's okay. If I turn the card over, it's not. I don't know. Anyway, because I wanted to get all that ready before we colored this lady up and fussy cut her out. But it's okay. We're just going to glue this down and then glue it on top. Then we're going to color her. I don't know what color, um, what sentiment we're using. Let's get out our colors and have fun. All right, let's get into it. I got all the colors I want to use. We're using brick beige Copic for the skin tone. Has some gray, look like gray in it. So interesting. I have no idea what is actually used to create the colors, but sometimes you can see the undertone, like the colors that you think are mixed in to create that color. It definitely looks like it's gray. So I may have to pull out a different color just to do a little bit of blending so it doesn't look so dry. Is dry a good word? Yes, dry is definitely a good word, ma'am. So I'm using light caramel, however you want to say it. E55, I believe, yeah. And so what you normally do if you're doing blending, and I'm not a good blender, but I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You take your light color first and you put it down. Then you take a color that is darker, or the color you want to blend, the darker of the 2 or 3 colors. Then you put that one next. Usually just two, but and then you go back in with the light color, your original color. And that is blending. Now, if you want to do shadows and all that, you need to really go to a channel that can do that for you, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish coloring her up and assemble this card. Okay, so tell me something. I'm coloring this sunflower, right? Wouldn't it been would it not have been super cool instead of that wheat stalk they gave us for it to be as some sunflowers? And then you could have put her in a field of sunflowers, right? And normally people use all of their assets, but our agreement when we first started is to use just what you get in the kit, not go and pull out your whole arsenal of supplies. Because what if you just started and you were like, "Ooh, I really want to use the Unity stamp kit," and all you have is your inks and a few colors and then Unity. And you got wheat in the background. I don't know. I'm just saying. Of course, you can do whatever you want. It is your prerogative. I'm just making mention. We're going to use this as her shirt color, purple red. It looks like this, so it's a good color, I think, for us to use. Not too bold, but not too dull either. And this is a mark I got from a big box discount store. I think it was either Ross or Burlington. Do you still say Burlington Co Factory, or do you just say Burlington for those people that know what I'm talking about? I still say Burlington Co Factory. I don't know why. I just do. Probably because I'm older and set in my ways. It's like people refusing to call people their nickname because it's silly. Again, me, I have a friend, known her for a long, long time. Her daughter's name is one name. Let's say it's Sean, but her middle name is Michelle. So I always call her Michelle. And she's like, "You're the only person that calls me that name." I was like, "Well, it's your name, so yeah." It's so funny because the more and more I think about it, the more and more I do that to a lot of people. Like even the big roommate, usually I call him his middle name as well. So weird. People could call me my middle name if they know it. Let's go ahead and color her hair. And then I need to find a color to go in here. I think this color might work as well. I thought this shirt was looking a little bit weird. Let's go ahead and finish this up. All right, so here's our finishing touch for this card. It says warm hugs. Again, the sentiments don't really scream out to me in this particular. The sentiments rarely scream out to me, right? They just rarely do. But nonetheless, because I was going to put thinking of you, but then I was like, I have all this Thanksgiving stuff behind her. So warm hugs, right? Like she's hugging these sunflowers. I don't know what's going on with her, but anyway, I do like how it came out. We did use our snooze it and to use it together. And then this one just says, "This is the snooze it. Don't forget, this is the snooze it." says Happy Thanksgiving. And this one says Warm Hugs. I hope that you've enjoyed. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.